What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, man. I didn't want to do this one. I did not want to do this one, but I was urged to do it because it was told to me that it was necessary. So I'm gonna do it. Fellas, um, when you walking in public with your lady and y'all pass by a guy, and as you pass by the guy looks at your woman, gives her a look, then you get upset and get offended because of a look. I'm not talking about a guy whistling at her or catcalling or putting his hands on her to touch her. He just happens to admire what you have, and he just gives that look. And sometimes you'll see the guy who's with the female. He's usually the one that turns around and looks to see who's looking. And the female, she just going about her business. And then there have been situations where the guys got mad and maybe checked the guy, hey man, what you looking at? And all this different stuff. And then things, can escalate real fast if it's not de escalated by either the guy who was looking or the girl who was being looked at saying, baby, no, chill out on that. You know how it goes down. But it speaks to an insecurity that a lot of guys have as it relates to their relationships. Now, here you have a situation where you are the one that's with her. You with her. Y'all at the park, y'all at the zoo, at the mall, or wherever y'all are, and she's with you. And you are concerned or insecure about a guy who is just passing through the night that you nor her will never see again. And just the fact that he double taked or looked at just made you fly off the handle. That is not an issue that is just born like that. That's something that you have been dealing, that you have an insecurity about, possibly from way back. Especially when you're with somebody who's never given you a reason to feel like that, to feel like you're in jeopardy, to feel like she can be taken away from you. Now it's a different conversation if you're with somebody who is always giving you a reason. She's done this and done that, and she just loose. You can't control her, no matter what you do. But that still falls on you because you're making that decision to still remain. And everything I'm saying can be flipped around for y'all's information with the female and the guy too, because there are some females that they get like that as it relates to their dude. But if you're somebody who gives you a reason to feel like that, then you shouldn't be with them anyway. But when you act like that with people who've never shown you, have been nothing but good to you, they never loyal to you, and never gave you a reason to feel like they were stepping out of pocket on you, then you are running the risk of losing a good one. And you only get a handful of good ones. I ain't gonna say a handful. Very rare. So that's something that you have to check within yourself. And sometimes it's a situation where you are afraid because what attracted you to that person from a physical standpoint, it made you pursue them strictly from the physical, which is the first thing you see, but it may have been a provocative outfit or something. So now you with her and you like, oh, stop wearing that. I don't like you dressing like that. But that's how she was dressing when you met her. So now you're fearing that somebody with the same mindset that you had will come along and possibly snatch her from you and make her transfer to another university. So we have to check ourselves as men to understand that, hey man, I can't go around here, I can't live my life trying to police every man's eyes. You know, be happy and thankful and cool about it that you have. Hey man, I've really, pulled a nice, attractive female, and hopefully that's not all that's being brought to the table. Hopefully the mind matches the anatomy. But you can't be walking around here trying to police every dude's eyes. Number one, again, it's insecure and it's oversensitive and it's childish. But number two, it's dangerous. Number three, it's a miserable way to live. If you have to live like that just to go on a date, just to go out to eat, you got to load yourself up to be ready for who might look at your woman or something like that. This is your life. Every time you go, you just mean mugging everywhere. You can't even enjoy the outing because your head is like a periscope. This is everywhere. You just all over the place. You're trying to make sure, waiting for one of them. And like I say, I'm not talking about blatantly disrespecting you or blatantly disrespecting your lady. I'm just talking about the natural element of a dude gonna look. plain and simple, man. And so think about that, man, because you know I don't want to see these types of stories popping off on the timeline or popping off on the news or anywhere like that when it could have been avoided just by you having an understanding of knowing how um, human thought operates and understanding that at the end of the day, she's with you. She's with you. You holding hands and kicking cans with her. Not some random guy that she'll never see again. So y'all keep that in mind, man. Y'all know who y'all are. Male and female. I just dealt with the male side, but these same principles can be utilized and applied to the opposite gender as well. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for your big brother and leave a comment if you're feeling it or if you feel like it's something I forgot. All right, man, I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.